Okay, friends, I think we are good to start. Maybe people will start joining. Can you hear me okay, Arputha? Yeah, okay, perfect, perfect. Okay, friends, after a long time, we are having a session, which is the right time to, during the month of December is a month of Jesus Christ. So I think it is the right time to have the session and to talk about the love and compassion. Right? So, and our Master Arputha, is one of the wonderful master, one of the master who is always ready to do any kind of work for PSSM UK. Let me give a little bit introduction about him. If some of you do not know about Master, let me just change to speaker. Yeah, speaker mode, yes. So Master Arputha, he started his meditation journey during COVID time in 2020-21, and he started his meditation practice. He was a kind of hardcore non-vegetarian person, eating, this tamasic, rajasic food, but he quickly became a vegetarian after he started practicing meditation. And within no time, he became vegan and is very, very passionate about spreading the message of peace and compassion and meditation. He's always ready to contribute to the community. He actively contributes to our PSSM UK Foundation, always participating in all the programs, big or small. His only mission is to share love and compassion. uh, I believe he is the right person to speak about an enlightened master who is the master of love and compassion, none other than Jesus Christ. Friends, this is not at all about a religion. Anyone who follows the path of love and compassion taught by, laid down by Jesus Christ is a Christian, okay, following the Christ consciousness. Similarly, those who follow the teachings of Krishna, following the path of the, Krishna, which is path of living the life with joy and fullness and taking the life as a, playfulness, or following the master Krishna, right? So you could say Hindus, right? So those who follow the path of, Muhammad, as in like, realizing that the ultimate truth is a formless spirit, and we are all parts of the part, specks of that same spirit. So you are following the teaching. So these are all, enlightened masters. They are on certain dimension, and they are there, working together. And here on this earth dimension, we are saying that my religion is great and your religion is that, this. So whoever is following the teachings, it doesn't matter, you know. So teachings of these masters, they are actually following the path they have shown us. And even if you are belonging to, certain religion and not following these qualities, these teachings of, given by these masters, we are actually missing the true essence of the path they have shown to us, right? So I feel Arputha is a great person to share about the deeper essence of Jesus' teachings. Please, Arputha, I will, hand over to you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Ravianna. Wonderful, a great introduction. Uh, yeah, and very, very grateful to you. As always, you are ready to, bring out the talents of everyone and helping everyone in this path, whatever the support that you can. And you are the greatest inspiration, I would say. You being a vegan, the senior most, for the past more than 12, 15 years, you are a vegan. I'm since only 4 years I am in this path of non-violence, and since then I am now took, as you said, this mission of sharing the information and of compassion and peace. So thanks a lot for giving me this opportunity, and let us maybe quickly dive deep into the meditation before see into the wisdom of Jesus Christ. And I'm actually a Christian by birth, but I regret that I didn't see or read the Bible or the wisdom from Jesus since last maybe I never touched it. Only it's been some months that I'm looking into what the teachings are and what I missed, and so it's very wonderful and very deep. Without anything, the words of Jesus Christ would not stay even this moment in this earth after 2000 years, and more people are there following him. So there should be something. Only the truth could stand longer, isn't it? So we can look more deep into it. And before that, we will just go into meditation. So I have my guitar. Maybe let me put some music for you guys for just for 15 minutes, 10 minutes. And then afterwards, we will go into wisdom sharing. Then finally, we will finish off with some more meditation. Yeah. Let us sit in a comfortable posture and close your eyes, fingers into fingers, and Let us meditate in silence for next 2 minutes. Let us slowly now bring back our attention to this physical reality and come out of the meditation by slowly placing our hands on our eyes. So let us start the wisdom sharing part. And before going into, I would just like to share a couple of words. For example, the experience that I lived, that I am living, undergoing. For example, I experienced plenty of help from Mother Mary, Virgin Mary, who is Mother of Jesus Christ when he was incarnated. And I didn't understand exactly, you know, what is the reason behind why she wants to help me. And I was in France, and then with her help, I came to the UK, and then repeatedly, plenty of things started happening. And when we see certain things, whatever the experience that we get in our life, either the meditation experience or dream experience or physical life experience, if something is happening to us, there is we need to decode it. We need to understand that it's because of our learning is there. That's the reason. If not, nothing will happen just like that. People are not there, especially the enlightened masters are not there to just like that to come into your life to make you more comfortable or whatever. Because there is some responsibility that we got, and in order to remind that we also have some help. We also receive some kindness from them, but we need to understand that there is a huge responsibility that we have. That's the reason we are getting some help. So I understood this from Dr. GK. So I would like to express my gratitude to him, that he made me to understand, okay, if you are getting some help and guidance from Virgin Mary, it means that you need to learn the wisdom of Jesus Christ and go and see what is written in the Christ consciousness and try to decode it and try to apply that in your life. And then you may be, a person who will also similar to whatever Jesus what Jesus is for the people, how he is helping. So we also need to be like him and try to understand the wisdom, try to incorporate his wisdom in our daily life. So let us go and see what exactly the wisdoms are, what are his teachings. And let me share my screen. Okay, so this is the gospel. So we say gospel when whatever the readings that we read in Bible, we say it as gospel. And this is coming from chapter which is written by Matthew, chapter number 5. So the readings are from 6 to 7 and from 13 to 14. So likewise, we will see some four slides today, and remaining we will see tomorrow and day after tomorrow. So this is a very famous speech given by Jesus Christ in those days in a mount called Sermon Mount, mountain, where that was the first moment in the whole world that so many people gathered to experience that kind of speech, and that's what it said. And we will see what it is, and it keeps going. It is not only these four lines, but it's keep going. It's the entire chapter of Matthew 5, but I just took certain things which really striking to my heart, and we may really need to understand it. So it goes like this: blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. You are the salt of the earth, but if the salt loses its saltiness, how can it be made salty again? It is no longer good for anything except to be thrown out and trampled underfoot. You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. So I just named this as Be the Best. So Jesus, he gives certain guidelines how a person could be, how one can be in his life, so that he also experiences a profound state of happiness or blissfulness. So he says, blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness. So Jesus, we always see Jesus is a person who did plenty of miracles, and he healed people. He stopped the storm. But how did he get all this, the gift from this universe, from this nature, from the Father in the heaven? Why he got this miraculous power? Why we are not having? And Jesus says we also can become like him when we follow the words of Jesus Christ. We cannot be called as Christian, as Raviana wonderfully saying. We are not Christians until we follow the words of Jesus Christ. So who are blessed? When we simply say, God bless you, or bless you, or whatever, that person or someone, he cannot be blessed just like that all of a sudden, unless he has a hunger and thirst for righteousness. This is what Jesus wants us to be. So whatever we do in our life, we just need to understand, is it right? What am I doing? The Buddha's teaching is also saying the same thing: right speech, right view, right action, eightfold path. So we also need to be a blessed person. How to be a blessed person is through our righteous act. So that is very powerful statement. And blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. So Jesus says, who will get the mercy? So if we want mercy, we have to be merciful. So mercy is the grace. Mercy is the strength that is coming from the God. Mercy is everything. Mercy is pardoning us. Mercy is a gift. So how we can receive the mercy from the Father is just simply by being merciful. So if we want any help, if we want whatever in the life, we need to give that to receive that. So this is clearly a statement Jesus asks us to be, how we need others to be treating us. So if we want mercy, we need to be merciful. And you are the salt of the earth, but if the salt loses its saltiness, how can it be made salty again? It is no longer good for anything except to be thrown out and trampled underfoot. So we have to understand our responsibility. We are now abusing other creatures. We being human beings with these wonderful power, the extraordinary capacity that God gave us, or this universe gave us, everything that we are having is given to us, isn't it? The strength of speaking, the strength of having two legs and hands which are working, and the brain that we got with which we are making others to die every day, killing animals, killing, abusing too many resources in this earth. So simply because we forgot, we are the most important creatures on this planet earth. But if we forgot, because if there is no salt in the food is considered as waste. You can't have a food that doesn't have salt, isn't it? So we are compared to salt, and we need to understand how responsible we are, what responsibility we got, and simply we forgot and we started to exploit this mother nature. And that's what Jesus is clearly mentioning. So if we forget ourselves who we are, then we cannot be used for anything except that they have to throw us and trample underfoot. And he says, you are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. So we need to be the light bearers of the world. Instead of being in the darkness, instead of always asking for anything, instead of not willing to understand who we are and being always in a comfort, we need to come outside and ready to face the difficulties in order to understand who we are and in order to evolve. So then we can help others. The greatest help that we can do to others is by helping ourselves. First, we need to be a candle, and then we can light the other candles. So this is the first slide, and the next slide, this is coming from Matthew, but the next chapter 6, not the fifth one. And be grounded, the title that I gave. Be careful not to practice your righteousness in front of others to be seen by them. If you do, you will have no reward from your Father in heaven. So when you give to the needy, do not announce it with trumpets as the hypocrites do in the synagogues and on the streets to be honored by others. Truly, I tell you, they have received their reward in full. But when you give to the needy, do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing, so that your giving may be in secret. Then your Father who sees what is done in secret will reward you. Such a powerful statement, friends. Jesus simply wants us to be grounded, understanding that whatever we are trying to give to others is given to us by this Mother Nature. We are not giving anything which is of us. We simply being a medium here. Things are happening through us. We are not making things. And Jesus wants us to be very clear regarding this. We take from there, we give it here. If we give, nature gives us. If we take, nature takes from us. So, and whenever we are giving anything, we cannot behave as if we are projecting ourselves as if a giver. But a left hand, if the left hand gives, the right hand should not know what the left hand has done. So that much humble we have to be, that much discreet we need to be. So whatever we do here, everything is being watched. You cannot cheat the higher power. You cannot cheat your higher self. You cannot cheat your own self. So just be ourselves. Let us all just be ourselves. Nothing we are not here to, to project, to live in a fake world. Just be truthful to ourselves. It is all what Jesus wanted. If we really want to give, we give. And he wants us to give. That's for sure. We need to practice that. We cannot give all of a sudden with whole heart, but we need to practice. Little by little, when we practice, sooner we will become a complete giver. So try to be grounded and don't try to cheat ourselves. We know that everything is happening with the help of this greater power. So whatever we do, it's not because of us, because it is of the greater power. So nothing we have with us, nothing we can give to us, others, and we simply be a medium. Things happen through us. We can't make things to happen. But yeah, this is very wonderful, very deep, isn't it? And these days, what I observed, when it comes to prayer, we keep on asking. We keep on asking things. We are keep on looking for something. But how Jesus wants us to pray is very wonderfully portrayed here, very wonderfully written by Matthew. So Matthew is a disciple of Jesus Christ who was living with him, one of the 12 disciples, and he wrote whatever Jesus was preaching to the people. And this is how Jesus is expecting us to pray to the God. And it goes like this. And when you pray, do not be like the hypocrites, for they love to pray standing in the synagogues and on the street corners to be seen by others. Truly, I tell you, they have received their reward in full. But when you pray, go into your room, close the door, and pray to your Father who is unseen. Then your Father who sees what is done in secret will reward you. And when you pray, do not keep on babbling like pagans, for they think they will be heard because of their many words. Do not be like them, for your Father knows what you need before you ask Him. It's profound. It is very, very profound. And Jesus simply asks us to not to pray because our Father knows what to give because He knows better than us, according to the statement 8. For your Father knows what you need before you ask Him. Then what is the purpose of asking Him? And He simply wants us to be grateful for whatever He done to us so far. So when we are gonna be grateful, then God is gonna create many wonderful things for us to come. Our duty is to simply witness the things, to live our life to its fullest, rather than think of the one thing that we don't have and losing the entire thing, whatever we have. If someone is gonna give us a gift, are we gonna ask them to give some more gift, or simply we are gonna enjoy whatever they gave to us? Which is meaningful. So if that is the case, our entire life that we got is a gift, then what is there to ask some more? Isn't it? So it's so very wonderfully told by Jesus Christ. He doesn't want us to pray just to be seen by others. So similarly, Patriji says the same thing. No need of chanting any mantras. No need of pujas. Just go with yourself. Sit simply in a comfortable posture. Go into your room. Switch off the light. Be with yourself. When we say God, it is not someone who is standing there looking for you from the heaven, from the sky. The God is residing in you. And when we are going to spend time within ourselves, with ourselves, then when the God, the Father, or the Almighty, the power, the eternal nature, which is residing within us, is come into light, is going to come into light. Then we will get the reward. Then we will understand that there is no death. We understand that we are here to simply to experience the life in its fullest. And we are already complete by having whatever we have. But when we keep on going to ask, we are always incomplete. Even though if we are complete, we don't realize that we are complete, and we are going to be always incomplete. Our thought creates our reality. We create our own reality. So he simply said, no more chanting of mantras. When you pray, do not keep on babbling like pagans, for they think they will be heard because of their many words. No need of too many words, no need of reciting anything. So this is how, friends, we need to pray to God. And totally, I don't know what is happening in this current world. We kneel down, we shout, we cry, asking the worldly things. At least if we ask for wisdom, then that makes sense. But if we ask for car, if we ask for building, if we ask for some temporary things, I don't find meaning in it. Our last slide, be in the present moment. Jesus revealed this 2000 years before, and we now saying this as a mindful technique, mindful practice, being in the present moment. Matthew number 6, chapter 6, 25 to 34. Therefore, do not be anxious about tomorrow, for tomorrow will be anxious for itself. Sufficient for the day is its own trouble. Don't think of tomorrow, he says. Don't think of the future, because tomorrow will have its own problem. But today, you just focus on the current problem that you got. That is more than enough, because tomorrow is a product of today, and today is the product of yesterday. If we understand this, if we want to create a better future, if we want to create a happy future, our present has to be taken care of, because the future is made out of the present moment. If we want a happy future, we need to know how to be happy in the present moment. If we are gonna expect to be happy in the future, and if we are going to worry in the present moment, if we are going to be sad in the present moment, then the sadness is gonna create the future, which is, I don't want to say anything, and Jesus doesn't want to say anything. We itself, we all know what will happen. Sadness cannot create happiness. Only happiness can create happiness and blissfulness. So many more things are yet to come. Thank you so much for listening to this never dying and eternal wisdom from Jesus Christ. Thanks a lot for giving me this opportunity. And yeah, that's profound, isn't it, guys? It's very profound. So if you want to share anything, kindly please go ahead now.
Amazing, Arputha. Such a powerful session today, day one, um, out of these 3 days. Day one has very powerful. So, with all your whatever the quotes from the Bible, whatever Jesus has said, you know, how you are interpreting that is very important. And that interpretation is very important. You know, if you look at the the sayings of Jesus, he never mentioned a word meditation, but he's talking all about meditation. Yeah, how to pray, right? He never used the word, but all he spoke about is meditation. He strongly said there is a quotation, unless thy two eyes become one, then you cannot enter into the kingdom of God. The two eyes become one, right? So when you meditate, when you meditating, closing two eyes, then your third eye will open. So that's what he said. But everything is talking about meditation. He said, I fasted for 40 days. It does not mean that he fasted only, not eating anything. He fasted with his, no talking, no eating, and no thoughts. So that is the samadhi state and the liberation state. So that's beautifully mentioned in how to pray. So that's what we have to do. That's what it is all about meditation and about the grounding. So amazing, right? So one of the other quote, which is in the similar lines, I guess it is also, I think it is by Jesus, that showy and pretentious life is zero life. Simple and normal life is hero life, right? The more you want to show that, okay, I've done this, I've done that, I'm, kind of spread the positive vibrations. I am the kind of positive person, and you are showing that always, that I know this, I have healed that. You know, the more you show, the more you pretend that you know everything, then you are living the zero life, my dear masters. Okay, Jesus always emphasized on the importance of practicing righteousness sincerely. If you are practicing sincerely, you will not announce it for the sake of showing it to others. The act of kindness or donations, they lose the value if you are doing for getting the attention, whatever the donation you are doing. So there is this karma. If you are expecting results, the karma will not become karma, right? So it is like, there is no benefit of you doing that the moment you start expecting. And as Arputha rightly shared the right wisdom today that, when you give, do it quietly and humbly, not with some pride, not with some ego. We all, unknowingly we have, because that's how we are programmed. It's not that, you are doing it intentionally. Your true self, your real self will never want that. But because we are programmed to kind of, always announce the things, always showcase your thing. And in the corporate world, you always need to kind of uh, show, always showcase your skills, and you always need to separate somebody else. So a beautiful session today, Arpita. Amazing session. It's a very much needed. And let us start from today implementing those codes, whatever you shared. And please, everybody, open the dialogue. It is like, we can share, right? So it's a mutual learning. It's not that somebody else is, training us here. And you could see that's what the objective of these sessions, right? So the grounding, you know, it's important. So I can see that many masters are resonating with this wisdom today that you shared, Arpita. Yeah, please, friends, you can open your own dialogue and then you can start, um, you know, yeah, God is watching you from distance, Daksha says. In Maithili thank you. Yeah, every one of you. If anybody wants to unmute and share your um, understanding here, please go ahead. And again, as Arputha is mentioned, right? It's not about religion. Okay, we are not trying to propagate something about the religion, following that. This for us, everybody is same. We are all interconnected. Okay, we with our own mind, our own um, what you call judgments. So we create these distinctions, but in general, we are all in reality. The truth is, we are all one. Okay, so please go ahead. Okay, so I take everybody's loved this session and nobody has anything to share. So, Arpita, should we close or continue for some more time, or should we do tomorrow?
Yeah,
Whatever the way
I,
you want.
yeah, I think for today it's enough. Tomorrow we will continue. Very happy. Thank you for organizing this and tirelessly you are doing the service. Thanks to everyone, those who are here sharing your energy and beautiful comments. Thanks a lot for those who shared the comments. Thanks for those who are um, trying to uh, contemplate on these words. Thank you.
Yeah, Maithili, please go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you very much, Arpita Master, for a wonderful session about the teachings of Jesus. I just want to ask you, um, has Jesus said anything about being vegetarian? Because I heard that, from one of the podcasts by Aaron Aki, that Jesus is from a tribe called Nazarenes. Nazarenes are actually vegetarians, apparently. So is there anything about it? Have you come across anything like that in your learnings about Jesus and his teachings? Has he specifically said anything about it? Because all I know is that he's from Nazarene, he's from the tribe Nazarene who are vegetarian. So they're saying that Jesus was a vegetarian.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks a lot for bringing up this conversation, Michael G. So just Jesus, we can see this documentary called Christ Piracy. There they have beautifully told. There are plenty of statements quoted as well, which are given by Jesus. He wants us to be merciful. He wants us to be kind to every organism, to every living beings. And if we, let's say, if Jesus is in front of us, if we ask Jesus to cut a lamb with uh, Jesus used to always carry a lamb, isn't it? And if he asks, if we ask Jesus to cut that lamb, I need to eat. Will he? You do you think he will be able to do that?
No,
And
no.
yeah,
No.
definitely not, right? So if that is the case, uh, it's 100% sure that how compassionate he would have been, and he would have never gone for eating meat at any cost.
And also they said about Jesus was critically condemning the Jews, who were giving
Meat,
full
yeah,
sacrifice.
exactly.
He
He
was
was
condemning
completely
that.
against.
He was
They
against
are
that.
using exactly whatever happening in this present world currently of making money out of animals. They were doing this by selling the animals in the temples, and he literally went and he took stick and bet the people and to not ask them not to do this anymore. Plenty of things are there in it. We literally didn't understand him completely. That's pretty sad, but yeah, things will happen at its own pace and at right time. It's time for us to, bring the light back.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Maitraji. Thank you, Arputha, for inspiring us and giving these interesting points, and decoding the codes is very important. And it is always important to interpret it correctly in a righteous way. So which you are doing it for us. Thank you for doing that. Thank you.
Through me. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you,
Think
everyone.
Indraji wants to speak anything, I think.
Yeah, anybody wants to speak? Yeah, Indraji, yeah.
Yes, please. Just to add one more thing. Of the many good things that Jesus has said, he also very clearly said, "Thou shalt not kill." That's a very simple statement. It goes straight to the point of vegetarianism. Thou shalt not kill. The purpose of being vegetarian is not to kill. So Jesus was definitely a vegetarian. Thank you.
Yeah. Well done. Correctly said, Indraji. Yeah. Thanks for bringing out that statement. And as Monica Master mentioned in the chat, everyday morning, this December, I got this intuition of sharing about Jesus' wisdom. So I started everyday morning 5:30. But just for 30 minutes, 5:30 to 6, it is been going on from 1st December till the end of December. We just get together, 20 minutes of meditation and 10 minutes of wisdom sharing. So yeah, that is happening every day. If you are interested, don't hesitate to send a message maybe afterwards. Thank you.
Yes, very important. Only when you keep listening, even though Arputha shared here, he may be sharing the same in the morning, but when you keep listening, that is what our Patriji says. Sravanamu, Mananam, they are very important. First listening and repeating, right? Mananam means repeating, repetition is very important. So uh, feel free to join and every day morning. So you must listen to everybody, whoever is sharing, even if it is the same concept again and again until it kind of integrated into our soul fully. We have to keep listening to it. If the same session is done again tomorrow, or repeatedly done, I would listen again, because we have to kind of imbibe that into our integrate fully. Until then we have to listen. So keep joining. And as uh, nicely mentioned about the pray part is very good, how to pray, doing it silently, in a room, close the door, and switch off the lights and close your eyes. Very nicely decoded, Arpita. Thank you for that. Okay, importance of meditation is very nicely explained. Thank you.
Thank
Yes.
Master, sorry, I want to say something. Thank you, Arpita, for morning session. I'm attending that session. And every day, I'm not a Christian, but for me, learning everything is more important because you're like decoding your own self, and then you're realizing all the masters are saying the same thing again and again. And the moment I start joining these sessions, every day the wisdom is coming. The whole day I realize and I relate with the things that, and I feel that change is coming within me. The way we are seeing the things, the way we are handling the situation, and every master have their own. Jesus have his own beautiful perspective to share the things very beautifully. Like in the today one. Even then when we have the session or in the morning I shared this that whatever we are doing we think that no one knows anything, but uh, there is a power who see you when you won't see yourself, who listen you when you don't listen to yourself. So we need to be very careful about our day to day life. And Jesus teachings are so beautiful that it touch your soul, that decode that how you want yourself to be treated, like with the animal, with human beings also. So many times we intentionally or unintentionally hurt others, but Jesus did so much to for the humanity. When you listen to these course masters in the morning, you go completely in a different zone. You go in that era when he was surrounded with the people who are against him, but even though he shared that wisdom with the people, he have that love and light within him. That is so amazing and powerful. But do attend morning session, please. I personally recommend it. I love it because the way Arputha Masters shares and express the things, it is very beautiful. And learning something is not about some culture or some background. It is about um, the same thing have different perspective. Like Arpita mentioned that the same thing Patriji was saying. So all the masters, they are on the earth so that we can live a better life. We will live in a harmony with every being, not only with the human beings, with the animals and everything. So it is so beautiful. Thank you very much. Thank you.
you so much, Monica ji. Yeah, every day Monica ji joins without even leaving a single day. She's keep on learning, uh, she's very tireless and every day very passionately joins, and wonderful Monica ji, and the wisdom that she shares with the guidance of Mahavta Babaji. Even we know that, right? Jesus, it said that he went to the east and he got some wisdom practices, the meditation techniques that he learned from even from Mahavta Babaji and many other masters as well. Yeah, so there are very very unknown things are there, and secret things. We are here to just to be righteous. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Arpita. Thank you, everyone. So let us meet again. So it's dot 10 now. So just us, but we are on time. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. We'll meet again tomorrow. Thank you, friends. Thank you.
Thank you.